Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up? What's up, guys? AW here. It's all about wrestling. Episode 84. Yeah, 84. No, 83. My bad. 84 will be next week. Next week. My bad. My mistake. And yeah, this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to review Fastlane, WWE Fastlane this past Saturday. We're going to talk also about CM Punk. Is he heading back to WWE? WWE and AEW are competing with each other on Tuesday with NXT and AEW. NXT and AEW is really stacked the cards for Tuesday, specifically NXT for WWE. And Jade Cargill makes her a WWE debut, and I totally spelled that wrong. Let's see if I can edit that because I put WWE debut. Okay, let's see if I can edit that. I don't think I can, but let's see if I can. Yes, I have. Okay. Let's see if this updated. Okay. I know there's mistakes in my thumbnail. I've noticed that and I'm too lazy to fix that. Sorry. I'm sorry. But invitations are going out. Also, before we talk about Fastlane, just remember, subscribe. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're interested in sports, this is a channel for you. Please subscribe. Please. I do these streams. I review wrestling every Monday. The weekly review we review the pay-per-views. I'm gonna go back to video format reviewing the pay-per-views. I forgot about doing a Fastlane review. I'll do it for the next WWE pay-per-view, which is Crown Jewel. I'll go back to reviewing a video on that. I'll go back to that. Maybe tomorrow's gonna be hard. I don't know because tomorrow I'll be watching two shows tomorrow: Dynamite and NXT. It's gonna be a hell of a day, hell of a night. Honestly, yes, AEW is on Tuesdays. The Tuesday just for this week. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go back to video format reviewing shows. I've done some here past few months. And I do streams like this. Every Thursday, I try to do a stream. I do some sports stream. I do some sports videos, stuff like that. So, yeah. And then my main channel, my Aaron World Order channel, which is pop culture, I'm going to get back into doing some fun stuff on that. Review, movie talk, video game talk, TV talk, comics talk, about the latest news, all that, and whatever. Hey, DL, what's up?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
All right?
Yeah.
Just all right?
Just all right.
Just all right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just telling the readers what my plans are. That's all. Or the readers. Yeah, whatever. Well, they do read in the chat, but there's nobody in the chat. But the viewers. So yeah, we're gonna talk about like what I said early as I read on. We're gonna talk about, make sure to like, share, subscribe, guys. I forgot to mention that. We're going to review Fastlane. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about Jade Cargill, not Cargill. WWE and AEW stacking up Tuesday, where they going competition tomorrow. And we're going to talk about all this CM Punk talk to WWE once again. And before we get into it, let me see what the AEW Dynamite card is tomorrow, because I haven't memorized it.
The what?
The AEW Dynamite card for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't memorized.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get that up, and I'm gonna get the NXT one.
That one
who's
I
gonna
know.
be?
I would know Undertaker's coming back, and Cody Rhodes is coming back, and John Cena's in the corner of somebody, and I don't know who's in the corner of I don't know that.
That's Paul Heyman.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So. Let me see. Okay, let's talk Fastlane. Fastlane. So this Fastlane pay-per-view recently just went by this past Saturday. 5 matches, about two and a half to 3 hours long. There's a lot of commercials or advertisements between matches, at least like almost 5 to like 8 minutes long. I guess that's what happens when you reduce the card to like 5 or 6 matches in 2.5 to 3 hours. And
Yeah.
I think it works. I do think it works. I think AEW should look at that. I don't mean about the advertising, but the AEW, I think, they put too many matches on the card.
Hmm.
And now with AEW trimming the time on their matches, I think too many matches. I think with too many matches that hurts it. I'm okay with having the not on AEW pay-per-views, longer matches if there's a small amount of matches on the card.
Mm. Yeah, I think 6 is like that good
Yeah.
sweet spot right there. 6 matches. They could have added like one more match on here. Um,
They could
if
have.
they,
It wouldn't make a difference. They could have.
honestly, I was thinking if they waited to do the Champ and Gunter match on Fastlane and then have Johnny Gargano come back
Oh,
and
we
then
could talk
they
about that. We
yeah the
forgot. Thank
DIY
you.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's something they could have done at Fastlane, but
I thought when Jade Cargill showed up, I thought she was gonna have a match because she was dressed
yeah,
like a
she's in
wrestling
her
gear.
in a wrestling gear. Yeah, even though she was wearing high heels though. That was the only
Yeah,
thing.
it's
But
like yeah.
I was
It's,
wondering. I was waiting for her to come out and like do something, but nope.
she didn't even put in the crowd or anything. She just had her meet up with Triple H. I'm like, oh, okay,
She was like, "Oh, she's here. She's here."
yeah, okay. This pay per view was not terrible, not bad. It was okay to. It's maybe like okay at best. I felt like some matches. This matches to me had a mixed bag. There were some really good matches and some so average matches. The first 2 matches, despite having Cody and Jey Uso, and I'm sorry, but the 6-man tag team match was not that great. Like honestly,
Yeah,
and
it was okay.
yeah, yeah. I I think where the pay per view really picked off was with the triple threat match.
I didn't like the triple threat match.
I you know what? I a lot of people said it was like one of the best matches in the card. I didn't like it either. I almost fell
No.
asleep during it.
Yeah, man. I was like, that was not it. I thought it was gonna be great because you have Asuka, you have Io, you have
Yeah,
Charlotte. Once again, Charlotte got to butt herself into a title match again. But
yes, he always does.
either way, though, like it should have been better than what it actually turned out. Like,
There is no alliance, man. That alliance is pretty much. I'm telling you, maybe
why they keep doing that though? It's like it always messes up when they form an alliance. This is not the first time they tried to do that, and then it didn't fall out unless they're doing something for Survivor Series. I don't know.
I don't want to see the blood. Like the problem is, Bloodline is so disorganized right now. How can they do it with Survivor? How can they go out with Judgment Day right now? Like who? It would be it would be like
It's
Jimmy
easy. Just have
Uso.
Dom, Finn, Damien, Solo, and Jimmy versus
Oh,
Jay, Cody.
5-on-5. Wow.
Yeah, 5-on-5. We haven't had like a traditional 5-on-5 elimination match in Survivor Series in like I don't know how
The
long.
problem is now. The problem is Judgment Day cannot go on SmackDown anymore.
Oh yeah, because they're not tag team champions anymore.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You know what? In my prediction show, I chose Judgment Day. I actually like this match was okay, but I did like the ending. I thought the ending was actually pretty good, because of Jordan Devlin screwing everything up. But when he did the David Priest, he hit David Priest in the knee by accident, and then David Priest got a crossroads on the announce table, and then Finn Balor basically got Dudley Death Cutter or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the Cody Cutter, whatever. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. And then
Um,
Crossroads. And this
yep.
is good. This is good because I'll tell you what, Dio. If we're planning to get Cody and Jay to get involved with the Bloodline again, which I think everybody suspected, having him appear on SmackDown is just going to start with that again, right? With the tag team titles, you could go on from there with them on SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm kind of confused why they gave it to them, to be honest. I mean, I guess that's one way to have Cody on SmackDown, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like, I don't see them holding the titles for that long.
I see them dropping it to Jay Solo, and then Jay and Solo drop it to a team that's not doesn't have Jimmy on it, some other team.
DIY.
DIY, yeah, maybe like that. But Jay costs them, and that's the WrestleMania match.
Okay, I guess that could work.
Because I think that's what's gonna happen at WrestleMania. I think we're gonna have Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania. Then,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You can't do any other pay per view. Even though World Rumble was a big pay per view, it cannot happen at World Rumble. It has to happen at WrestleMania. Brother versus brother.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what I mean. If it goes that direction, it's fine. I just don't know like what is they doing with Cody? What are they doing with Cody? Like, I'm just trying to figure out something to do for him until they get to WrestleMania season. I don't know. But either way, I don't know. He has to make his way to to Roman somehow. Like, I thought he was going to get because they still gotta address that the trade with Jey Uso.
Yeah, they were down soon.
They still did not trade. Yeah, so I'm like, we're just waiting for Cody to go to SmackDown. Exactly. So like, what I'm guessing they could do is like, okay, since now they have the tag team titles and Judgment Day can't go on both brands anymore, I am assuming we could do a Survivor Series match, whether it be War Games or not. It could be Cody Jay, Kevin and Sammy versus the Judgment Day and JD McDonough. And I guess the winner, if they lose, then Cody got to leave Raw or something, and that's how he goes to SmackDown. I don't think they're going to do that, but like, we got to figure out some logical thing, because he should be winning the Royal Rumble again, because that's going to be very predictable. I don't know.
Yeah. So the next match we got it was Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. They should name the trio something. Just call them the Hurt Business.
Why are they? Yeah, they didn't give him a name yet. What's going on?
Just call them the Hurt Business. You could do that, like.
Well, okay, then you got it. Where's MVP then? You got it.
Yeah, that's true. Where's MVP? Well, almost right. Well, almost hasn't been on TV.
Yeah.
Right, and then he took on LWO, Rey Mysterio, and Santos with no third partner. Until this match. Look, the match itself wasn't terrible by any means. It wasn't bad by any means. But the problem with this match, it felt like a SmackDown match on the main event on pay-per-view. The only thing that made it special, I guess, is who's the third guy? I don't know. I sound like that Hogan here, like from NWO. Who's the third guy? Who? So it turns out like the story going here is that Rey Mysterio's been leaving messages and on this person that he wants to come back, and the person hasn't responded. Then all of a sudden, middle through that match, we get Carlito's music hit. Well, different music.
Yeah.
And he comes out. He looks great shape. Great shape. Give him that.
Yeah, he looks great. I knew it was going to be Carlito. Like, that was the only thing that made sense. You know, I'm surprised he didn't stay after Backlash, but I'm hoping now he's going to be more active on the roster. You know, that he's actually going to be part of the LWO now.
He seems like he's a little bit more. I know he's older, but it seems like he has put on a little bit more muscle than he was back in the day, and it's like in his younger days.
I mean, hey, if Ray can still go, if Cena can still go, if Edge can still go, Christian, like, come on, Carlito, yeah.
The old music is better. A lot of people were making fun of the music. He was coming out
in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Yeah, man, they didn't come up with the apple or anything. Oh man,
yeah, I guess they want to move on from the apple. So.
I don't care if it's a heel thing, man. You could do it as a baby face. You could get away with that as a baby face.
Well, he did do it as a baby face, still.
Yeah, you're right. He did do it as a baby face. Yeah. Now, is this brother and cousin still in WWE?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, Primo and Epico, right?
Primo and Epico, yeah, I don't think they're still there.
But that's look. That's only people. This match was look. If it wasn't for the who's gonna be the third man, to me,
If it wasn't
Bobby
Carlito,
Lashley's Bobby Lashley's team needed to go over. But since they're doing this mysterious third man, that I guess obviously that's why they won.
man, yeah, the Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits needed to win more. Like,
Mhm.
I'm surprised they didn't go over because now, there's going to be more tension with Bobby and the Street Profits. Now, I'm like, just when they were starting to get back on the swing of things, that's going to happen. So
but it doesn't look good. We got former multiple tag team champions. You got a former WWE champion. Like,
yeah,
and
I
SmackDown, Brent. I know Roman's a champion, but Bobby Lashley is like, it's huge, man.
Yeah, I will say actually, I did say like Gunter was probably the only Hogan better than
the liar
at WrestleMania 40.
He says he made the biggest lie. He said Doug Hogan was going to wrestle Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 39.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the last time Hulk Hogan wrestled? It was a disaster. Let's not do that again.
Okay, WrestleMania 40, yes, it's an anniversary because it's a 40th WrestleMania. So that's a big WrestleMania in terms of longevity and right. So they'll probably have like a lot of people. I mean, they got to get The Rock and Cena for that show.
I'm sure they're gonna be. I'm sure they're gonna be there.
Austin, anybody like that.
Austin is like a coin toss, to be honest. I don't know.
WrestleMania. Do whatever it takes to get WrestleMania 40, man, because that's like big. It's big, man. 40 years, man. 40 years. And I'm gonna have to see them wrestle. Because look, you can clearly tell with John Cena, he doesn't do much in the ring. There's a reason why. Right? There's a reason why.
He's getting old.
He's getting old, and also obviously when he's acting, right? He doesn't want to make himself. He doesn't want too much.
He doesn't want to get injured.
Because it happened to The Rock, right? It did happen to The Rock in the second WrestleMania match with Cena when they got hurt, and he had to film Hercules with an injury.
Yeah.
I mean, doing Hercules, being injured hurt, but that movie probably hurt more than his injury.
Yeah, that was not good.
No.
But yeah, good thing The Rock doesn't have anything going on, I don't think. So I think he can afford to wrestle Roman. But Stone Cold, a lot of people want to see if they get CM Punk back, which we could talk about later. If they get CM Punk back, I'm sure they want. A lot of people will still want to see him versus Stone Cold for some reason. I'm like, yeah, maybe 10 years ago. But
I don't think Stone Cold likes CM Punk. I don't know. There's a lot of people that like CM Punk.
Don't like CM Punk.
I think half the WWE roster doesn't like him. But we'll get to that because that's if that rumor to persist all the way to Survivor Series, because we know where that is in his hometown. So
Chicago, he's gonna show up. Like, okay,
yeah. But that match was LA Knight and Cena versus who did they face again? Oh, okay. That's after the triple threat. We'll talk about the triple threat match. Okay, I'm glad Io Sky won. It was I didn't like the match either as much. They always had the final. Every time they make Charlotte lose, Charlotte has to put her opponent in a submission, and then all of a sudden somebody has to come off the top rope and to break it and gets the pin. It's happened so many times. I think when Io Sky became champion, didn't she do that to Rhea Ripley? Wasn't Rhea Ripley in the figure 4 or the figure 8, and Io did the moonsault to break it up and get the pin? Didn't it happen before? Every time with Charlotte does that.
Yeah.
It's like, do something different. Like, the hell? Like, look.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did like the suplex Simone drop off the top rope. When all three of them did the suplex and they also did the Simone drop at the same time because it's different. You usually see them do the suplex, but yeah.
I'm not liking that they're making they're kind of making Io a chicken heel. Like, I mean, I mean, I get she's part of a heel faction, so it's like making a coward heel, but Io's not a coward, so it's like I did not like like having to cheat to win and all that stuff. Cause no,
this is not my hot take, but it's more like a middle of the warm take. I think she'll face Bailey. I don't think she'll face Bailey at WrestleMania, but I think she'll face Bailey at Royal Rumble. I think Bailey will eventually turn on her.
well, if she's not gonna face her at WrestleMania, who's she gonna face?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe return Bianca Belair. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe Jade Cargill. I don't know.
If Jake, there's heavy rumors that Jade Cargill's going to Raw.
Why is Raw? Yeah, I said this about previous stream. Every woman on Raw is built. Except,
yeah.
Except
going
besides
to Raw.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
Besides Charlotte, it's a fact, guys. On SmackDown, Charlotte's the only one that looks well built. Like she has you can tell she has muscle on her, right? All the women on Raw, most of them at least, a lot of them have muscle on them. And they're gonna add Jade Cargill to that?
Wait. You said that the female the women's roster on SmackDown look like what?
They don't have muscle, they're not like well built compared to the Raw superstars. Because on Raw you got Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark who's built. You can add Jade Cargill. On SmackDown you got Charlotte, and you got Bianca Belair, but who's away. But like you don't see any muscle on. I mean, Asuka's a big girl, but you don't see the muscle and all of that. You don't see it on Io, you don't see it on Bailey, you don't see it on Dakota, and sometimes they don't show Saucy Blackheart or any. I don't even know who else is on SmackDown besides those women, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, Nia Jax. Nia Jax doesn't have muscle.
Nia Jax is on Raw, but yeah.
Why they're making the problem with SmackDown is two on the women's division. It's too stacked at the top. There's nothing beneath it. On Raw, that's why the Raw women's division is better because it's very stacked at the top, but it's a very good middle division there too.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why they keep dropping every once a month in that Raw. I know it's the longer show, so you probably have more time for more people, but like SmackDown is supposed to be your A show, and it's like they're getting the short end of the stick when it comes to the roster.
NXT can have multiple women's segments in a 2-hour show. Why not SmackDown?
I don't know politics, but yeah, dude, the politics in WWE it really angers me. It really does. They're holding themselves back from making good storylines because we don't want to, it's like we don't want to piss off certain women because they don't get as much attention as other people, or they're not quickly going to the title picture. Charlotte. God.
Charlotte doesn't even need to go through a number one contenders match or anything. She's ready up the top. Like, this is Charlotte, right? If she went to AEW, her first match would be for the championship. That's Charlotte. It's like she doesn't even need the rankings wouldn't even matter to her. The power rankings don't even matter to her, even though I know power rankings is really BS in wrestling, but you get my idea.
Right. Honestly, like I mean, because going back to Jade, like I know they're probably not going to put her in NXT, but it's like
she's not going to NXT.
I know, but Becky is not going to be the NXT champion for long, and you need somebody with credibility who can help carry the women's division. Like, I'm not saying Jade Cargill got to be there for like a whole 2 years or something, maybe just a few months to help with that roster because I don't know, Becky's not going to stay there forever.
The thing, people like Jade Cargill is a big get, but she's not carrying the women's division AEW.
Well, no, but it's like as far as like superstars, because let's be real, NXT does not have a lot of superstars right now.
No, they usually develop them, right? Like they usually develop them, right? The 4 horsewomen NXT they developed, right, and they became superstars. All 4 of them success. Rhea Ripley became a superstar. Bianca Belair. I say Shayna Baszler to a certain extent, but they could have done more with her. Alexa Bliss. Carmella became big. I mean, Alexa Bliss and Carmella were never NXT champions. But yeah, like you're right.
But it's like if they are going to put her to the main roster, I do think she needs to go to SmackDown to help balance things out. I know it's like, oh, you got Jade, you got Charlotte, you got who cares? Who cares?
If you put her on Raw, what do you do? Who should go after? Who's your first opponent? Is it Nia Jax? I'll probably go after Nia Jax. You know what? Show her how strong she is. Show how strong Jade is. Go after Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
I hope nobody botches in that match because Jade's not really the best in-ring performer, and Nia Jax
is trash, so it's like I don't know how that's gonna turn out. I really don't.
Yeah,
maybe start off with something a little. I don't know. And
Natalia?
this thing, does she come back?
Natalia's safe. Dominant
Natalia?
Natalia.
Sure.
Safe, Natalia. Yeah.
But then here's the thing: is she going to debut as a babyface or a heel?
That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. Because she was mostly heel in AEW. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
Because I know they're probably talking about let's have her. Yeah, what you think about her going against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania? I'm sure there's talks about that. I am sure they're talking about that. But I mean, if Becky doesn't come back to Raw, like who is going to be her opponent at WrestleMania? That's the question.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley did not do anything with it. All she's doing is be the leader of Judgment Day. And I thought they said they had no leaders. What happened?
Well, that doesn't seem to be the case now.
You see what happens when you have no leaders? It gets chaotic.
Yep. Mommy has to take over.
Yeah. Sensational story versus Fabulous Moolah. Oh, no. Mulata. Oh, the stories about her. But yeah, the John Cena match in LA Knight over Solo and Uso was not a bad match. It wasn't anything special. Cena didn't do much. Honestly, look, I don't know what the plans of John Cena. He did say if the SAG after a strike, if it ends, he has to leave. He has to leave. He did say he was staying for 7-8 weeks, right? So he did say that, and obviously that's the case. But it does not mean he can't be around for Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. He could, if the schedule allows him to do it. But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Obviously, this is to help LA Knight get over with Cena. Cena was taking most of the beating here.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we got the main event, which is a really good main event. I mean, Seth Rollins got his butt kicked in this match.
He sure did. Yeah, that was crazy. That was nuts.
Oh my God. Shinsuke Nakamura at least dominated 95% of that match.
Yep.
Oh my God! What he did he was just focusing on his back and stuff. What he did to the guy's back. Oh, nunchucks, all that.
I thought it was over. Like, oh, he's winning the title tonight. He's winning it tonight.
Oh my God! That's what I thought. That's what I thought, DL. I thought, oh my gosh, Shinsuke's actually gonna win. Gonna win. Like this. Oh my God! I thought he was gonna win when he gave him his finishing move through the table that was hanging on the ring post. I thought that was it. Right there, it was finished.
Yep.
But I don't know if he knew, but I think it was instinct when he ran through the bottom rope to land on his feet. Seth Rollins just break up the count there. That had to be instinct. He didn't know that. That had to be instinct.
Yeah, it had to be.
And it was such a cheap way how he won the match too, right? Pedigree on the thing, and then curb stomp, and then Falcon Arrow 1, 2, 3. When Shinsuke Nakamura beat the living crap out of him the whole match.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy. Like, oh my God, it's like Michael Cole is like, stay down, Seth. It's not even worth it. Stay down.
It's not even worth it.
It's not even worth it. It's like, stay down.
Yeah, I'm just like, how far is Seth gonna go? Because like we know he's hurt. He's definitely hurt after this. I'm like, how far is he gonna go? Is he gonna? I know they probably want him to hold it till WrestleMania 40. Is he gonna make it to WrestleMania 40? Like, I don't know, man.
I literally thought Becky Lynch was gonna come and like like try to plead with Nakamura or something. I don't know. Like, stop it. He has a daughter. I don't know.
Stop
I
it, he
don't.
has a daughter.
It's like, that's funny though. Oh my god, it was that match. It was me. That might have been the best match of the night.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
And I mean, nunchucks. He used nunchucks.
Yeah, that was nuts. I did hear like behind the scenes that he wanted to bring out a samurai sword.
Yeah.
Like I guess this is like making up for the fact because they were like, no, you can't come out with a sword because like first of all, Drew McIntyre comes out with a sword and it's like can't be bringing out these deadly weapons, so he could do it nunchucks instead. I'm like, geez.
Oh yeah. Of course you can't use this. You could have killed someone with that. I know,
Exactly.
right? I mean, I know wrestling is supposed to beat up your opponent and do all this, but I don't think you're supposed to kill your opponent. I
No,
mean,
I don't
there
think
has been
so.
times where Undertaker tried to kill Mankind. Well, there's been a lot of people who've been buried alive, burying. Well, let's be honest, they try to kill their opponents.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's been... they always come back. Oh, right. Get buried alive. Oh, the next week, I'm here.
Yeah. Or it's like Jay White kills Adam Cole. Oh, he's back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Adam. Okay.
Adam!
So the next pay-per-view is not Survivor Series, guys. It's actually Crown Jewel on November 4th.
Yeah, this stuff again.
Yeah, it is Survivor Series. But yeah, November 4th. I think it's November 4th or the 5th. It's early November, and then Survivor Series at the end. And yeah, we're gonna talk. You know what? We'll talk about the CM Punk stuff now. Oh my god, it's just like I don't know when does it start to break? Saturday or Friday? Friday, I think, right? When the CM Punk stuff started to
Yeah,
circulate, and it came from Meltzer. Like who else? Meltzer, right?
oh, of course.
Right? He says WWE's in talks of CM Punk about possible comeback. PW insider Nick Hausman, whatever, kind of like, yeah, he's gonna come back, but then other dirt sheets or whatever you want to come journalists are into the wrestling say, now hold on your brakes. There's a lot of things that's not true. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of holes. There's a lot of things that CM Punk would have to go through, and WWE has to go through for this to actually happen. And a lot of people might believe that CM Punk are sending out feelers, right? That right instead of WWE wanting him, that CM Punk wants to go back to WWE. He's sending out his agent or whatever, his agent, whatever. Happens all the time in entertainment. You have your agent send out feelers, right? If you're interested, if they want their client, right? And there's a belief it's coming from CM Punk's side, maybe not from WWE's side, because WWE knows. They know what CM Punk is. He's worked there, and the talent knows. And there's a lot of things they have to, in order to work. There's a lot of things CM Punk has to kind of go through, accept, and understand. Because this is AEW, man. This ain't. You're not gonna. Here's the thing. This is not AEW. Your shit you pull there ain't gonna fly in WWE. And there's a lot of talent that worked with you in the past that know about your rep and don't like that kind of baggage. Don't like that kind of shit you pull. There's some wrestlers that I know that haven't said anything. We could say anything about CM Punk, but you know they don't like him. But there's two prominent wrestlers, both champions have said about what their feelings about CM Punk. And now, Roman Reigns did say he did not like CM Punk, but he did not go really, really extreme like Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins basically called him a cancer.
Yep.
I remember the interview.
Yeah. But once again, I would not put it past WWE to snatch him back up. And I'm sure if he does go back to WWE, he's not gonna pull that same shit again. Because the moment he starts causing trouble, he's gonna be out. They're not gonna tolerate that at all. Especially with especially with the merger. Like, no, I bet he's gonna be on his best behavior there. But
Sure, he will.
I mean, I don't know. If he's not, then he's out. They're gonna kick him out quicker than they did in AEW. Like, you're not doing that here. You're not doing your thing.
Hey, we're not giving you your own show. AEW gave a Collision. We're not giving you your own show, CM Punk.
No, you're gonna be on you're gonna be on SmackDown, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm sure he's gonna go to SmackDown. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm 50-50 on it. If he does appear at Survivor Series, like I'm 50-50 on it, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna be happy, or I'm not gonna be mad about it.
I'm not going to be happy or mad about it, but to me, I know it's Chicago's hometown. You got to debut. Would it be a bigger deal if he returned to Royal Rumble?
I mean, that'll be cool too. But
here's the thing: why not him? What if Seth Rollins is still champion? Why not him and Seth for WrestleMania?
I've heard rumblings about that too. Which, if Seth is willing to work with him, that'd
Seth
be cool.
is willing to work with Riddle, right? And they had beef.
Yeah, I guess so. The only thing is, are they gonna drop it to Punk?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's something that he would want. He wants to win at WrestleMania because they screwed him over more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, if I'm going to face off against Seth at WrestleMania, I want to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh yeah, he probably would win it there, right? He probably most likely would win it there.
Probably.
Yeah, the thing is, if WWE is gonna bring in Punk, you gotta sit down with your talent, right? You gotta sit down with your talent. Even the guys that don't like Punk, you have to try to make them understand, right? Right? Make them try to understand. Even know your feelings on the situation, right? On the guy. Yeah. So, and then you maybe ask the talent questions, what their opinions, their thoughts, and how they really feel about this, right? Mm-hmm. And if they may not be happy, may not look. Guys, they brought back Bret Hart. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could bring up Bret Hart, you could bring back CM Punk.
Yeah. So I mean, anything's possible.
Yeah,
crazier things have happened in the wrestling world.
No, they brought back the Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart. Wrestling. Let me tell you stuff. If you're factual, guys, there really is not a lot of morals in wrestling.
Yeah, let's be real. This
is WWE's own company that also owns UFC. If you know UFC, if you know UFC, there's no such thing as morals in UFC either.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're Chris Benoit.
Oh yeah, you probably have to murder someone to be back in wrestling.
Yeah, because they're not bringing his son into WWE. I'll tell you that.
Oh no, they're not gonna take that. They're not gonna do that. It's because the problem, I think the son wants to use his last name, right? Is that what those wants to use his last name?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I know it's your father and all, but look at it. Look, it doesn't look good. That name is tainted. You could say, oh, he's one of the best wrestlers ever. Yeah, but he's still a tainted name.
What if he just what's the word I'm trying to say? What if he rewrites the reputation of that name? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know it's a better term to say that, but like something that I want them to do in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, like just Rey own up to the name of Palpatine and
I understand your point, and wrestling to me is really fiction, but some people think it's. But the thing is, wrestling is a little bit of reality to it too. Let's be honest, they do incorporate real stuff to it. I don't think it would work in wrestling. They could work in actual fictional stuff like Star Wars. It can work in Star Wars. I don't know if it could work in wrestling. That's my point.
I guess so, but I think that could have been like a good. Well,
And this is
What was I'm about
this
to
is
say? Maybe they could do a storyline thing with that. Like people don't like
they
him because
can.
of his last name.
I wouldn't bring it past WWE.
Yeah.
There's some stuff they've done, and it's just,
Yeah.
and I'm the one who treats wrestling like it's a form of entertainment, more like a TV show or movie, more than a sport. Because if you really look at it, it is that. It's more like a Broadway play than a sport.
Hmm. So I don't know. I don't know, man. But
Yeah,
we'll
I
see what
remember.
happens with Punk. I don't know.
Look, no, look. Here's the business wise. Punk's business wise will do good. Ratings wise, I mean, like obviously it's going to create a lot of attention for WWE. Punk is a magnet. Okay, he's a magnet, and whether it's good or bad, in this case, I guess it would be good. Is because people want to see how he reacts in WWE. Because him coming back to WWE is mega huge. I no disrespect to Edge or Adam Copeland. This is him coming back to WWE is bigger than Edge joining or Adam Copeland joining AEW. Bigger than that.
I guess. Yeah.
I remember this. I remember turning heel on The Rock.
You know.
I mean, I'm all for it, right? Look. If this came out like 2 weeks ago, right? I said, oh yeah, CM Punk is not coming back to WWE. A month ago, yeah, CM Punk is not coming back to WWE. Now I kind of I'm like you. I think I'm 50-50 on it. And I wouldn't have said that 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I would have been like 20-80. Like 80-20, him not coming back. Now I'm more to 50-50.
Yeah.
Because WWE has done this before. Like they about people they didn't like. They're in a quarrel with.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he does come back, I'll be praying. I'll be praying. Okay, I'll be praying for WWE because that's what you need to do if you have CM Punk back in the fold. It's pray. Nothing goes wrong.
Pray nothing goes wrong, and pray Punk doesn't do something stupid again.
Yeah.
But like if he does, I'm hoping WWE would be like, won't just let him do whatever he wants. Let it drag out for how long AEW did before they actually did something about it.
Oh, Tony Khan?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I'm sure there's other, like a lot of, I'm sure management, Triple H, all of them will like instantly be like, you better stop this right now or you're out.
It's amazing how Shawn Michaels was able in the 90s to keep his job in WWE because from the shit he pulled and his attitude.
Yeah.
Like, I know people bag on Tony Khan for that stuff, but Vince did it too.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Well, okay. So, like, I know I rag on to Tony Khan for that stuff too, but I would rag on Vince if this is happening to WWE too. If Triple H or Vince, whoever, if somebody's doing all that stuff at CM Punk show and they're not doing anything about it or anything, I'll do it. I'll criticize Vince or Triple H, same as much as I criticize Tony Khan. But I feel like the people that criticize Tony Khan at times are there's fair people like us, but there's people that are anti AEW and are just pro WWE, right? But we're not that. We're fair,
right?
Because there's like a lot of on the internet. There's a lot of like you're either pro AEW or pro WWE, and you can't be both. It's
like, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You should be happy that there's competition. That means pro wrestling is like in a healthy state if there's more than one company out there for people to go to.
Yeah. It's like choosing between Marvel and DC. Why can't we like both?
Yeah, we like both. That means the comic book industry is still healthy because there's more than one brand out there. You can enjoy whatever you want.
Yeah. What else is there?
You don't want there to just be one thing of anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You should want
for WWE, for WWE, we had about 20 years of that. I know there was like Ring of Honor, New Japan, there's Impact, but none of them got to exposure where AW is now. You know?
Exactly. If we can compare this, like, to other sports, there's not just one football league. There's the NFL. There's college football.
Mhm.
You could vice versa, whatever. It's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, so we got like half an hour to walk, I think. Let's do okay. Let's look at let's see what the NXT is. Who's coming up for NXT? Let's look at NXT.
NXT versus Dynamite title Tuesday.
I mean, NXT is gonna get. I'm those of AEW fans, hardcore fans, or just regular wrestling fans. You're gonna get destroyed in the ratings tomorrow. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's
sorry.
going to happen. Unfortunately, yes.
I mean, John Cena's there.
Yeah, John Cena and The Undertaker. That alone is just like, So, yep, this is what they do. This is what they do now.
Mhm.
Like, all right. I'm telling you right now, I'm watching Dynamite first. I'll record NXT. Like, I'm sure whatever they're doing on NXT is not gonna be that major. Like, whatever Cody's announcement's gonna be, it's not gonna shake the foundation or anything. Like,
I heard it's gonna be him now saying the Dusty Rhodes Classic thing again. That's all.
okay, great. I could literally look up a clip of that on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that be the case. You actually might be right on that. He's going to announce the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic returning.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Would it be cool? It would be cool. But like, and why is the Undertaker there?
I don't know. What's Undertaker do?
I don't know. Do a promo.
I mean, we're gonna have Asuka to face Roxanne Perez, right? That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, that'd be good, I guess.
Cena's in Carmelo Hayes' corner, and Heyman's gonna be in Brock Breaker's corner.
This seems just very random to me.
It's just like, yeah, why?
I don't know. It's just like, and then the only thing they did to build that up is like right after Dom won the North American title again, which I'm mad about. Then they just at the last minute, right when NXT was going off of air, Paul Heyman's like, "I'm going to be in the corner of Braun Breaker. The Tribal Chief has given me permission to do that." Oh,
why is Braun Breaker join the bloodline? What's
bloodline? Like, what's going on right now? Like, I don't know, man.
Dragon Lee. I heard Dragon Lee might get fast tracked to the main roster. That's what's apparently being reported.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of people that should have been fast tracked to the main roster, but they're still there.
Yeah, because they're showcasing him a lot on the main roster as of late, right?
Yes.
They had them. They showcased him on SmackDown. All of a sudden, Cameron Grimes helped them win, and Cameron Grimes, well, he hasn't been used on the main roster. But Cameron Grimes to me is boring now. He's lost all his character. What is he now? Like,
I don't know.
He used to be fun.
I actually forgot Cameron Grimes was in the
main
roster.
I like the part. I like when he had the hat and he did all the, the to the moon, all that stuff. I'm like, what the hell happened to that character?
Yep. Now he's I don't know. I don't know what he is now. I don't know.
He has so much charisma and so much personality.
And it just makes even less sense that you waste the call up like Cameron Grimes not doing anything, but then you don't want to call up Carmelo, you don't want to call up Braun Breaker, you don't want to call up Tyler Bate, you don't want to call up Dragunov. What are you doing? What are you doing? You don't want to call up what's her name?
Tiffany.
Like, what is going on right now?
I don't know. Why are they supposed to have? No, they're not having a draft, right? Okay.
No, they had their draft after SummerSlam.
Yeah, because I remember they used to for a couple of years they did it in this time of year, right? I think I think they started in the pandemic era, right? Where they do it. The first draft was in 2020 was like around this time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so. I miss what they do in the draft after Backlash.
Yeah,
Because that was like the that's they
yeah.
can wrap up the feuds after
I know.
WrestleMania, and then they
It's
can
like it's even though there's really no seasons of wrestling, they make it out like it's a new season.
right.
Yeah,
And now they're just randomly calling stuff new seasons. Like this Friday is
it's a season
the season
premiere.
premiere of SmackDown. What makes this the season premiere?
Oh, they're stacking that up. Yeah, it's a season premiere of SmackDown. I'm like, really?
What makes it? What makes this the season premiere? What ends the season? Like I don't.
Don't you have to go? Don't you have to like have a certain amount of episodes and then have a season finale and then the next season starts? Is that how you do it?
I think so, but like, who's keeping up with the episodes nowadays? Unless they tell you, oh, it's the 1000th
It's a,
episode or
Raw
it's
is
the
a,
1500th episode. It's like
Raw.
30 years.
SmackDown is the second longest running show behind Raw. I'm like, yeah, because you do 52 episodes a week for
Right.
30
It's just
years.
yeah, it's just I just never understood that like the season premiere. The season if you're gonna do season premieres, you should have them like after WrestleMania or after SummerSlam or
Yeah.
after Survivor Series or something. Like I don't it just
Hey,
don't make any sense.
DL, you know the funny thing is, this says the season premiere of SmackDown, right? The season
Yeah.
premiere of SmackDown was in August of '99. I'm sorry. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Right after SummerSlam, right?
Yeah. It was August of '99. I remember that. That's when Triple H and The Rock and Shawn Michaels special as referee, and he screwed The Rock because he helped out his buddy keep the title. I remember that. That was his debut.
Right. And then other than Roman Reigns returning for the 37th time, what's going to be so special about this season premiere?
Oh, they're pissed off Roman Reigns? Because that's why he's coming back. He's pissed off.
Oh, because they lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the
Great.
fuck is
I mean, Jimmy has been losing before then. So, I guess because it's a B-level pay-per-view, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. Is Jade Cargill gonna debut? Probably not, because they would have announced it. But I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's funny though. Like wrestling likes to do that, man. The greatest wrestling match ever. What? No, wrestling likes to they always like to exaggerate everything. Everything.
The great. Oh my god. I am so mad that when they're calling John Cena the greatest of all time.
Look, he's one of the greatest of all time, but he's not the greatest.
Yes, he's one of the greatest of all time, but he is not the greatest of all time. And they're calling him that every time he comes to the ring. Like that's his nickname now. The greatest of all time. He's not. No, he's not. God, it's all this, yeah, as you said, like just overselling everything, like overhyping everything. It's getting on my nerves, man.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, if you want to talk about greatest of all time, I mean, what's that say about The Rock? What does that say about Stone Cold? What does that say about The Undertaker? What is that?
Hogan,
Triple H, Hogan, yeah, Chris Jericho. Come on, Ric Flair.
Yeah,
he's also a 16-time world champion. Sting. And you're claiming John Cena is the greatest of all time.
It's the greatest of all time, and anything is so subjective.
Yeah, it's very subjective. Like people have different categories. I guess what qualifies as the greatest of all time.
I mean,
is your in-ring ability? Is it your personality? Is it how many WrestleManias you main evented? Is it what is it? I don't know.
I'll give him longevity compared to like Rock, Austin, and Hogan. I'll give him longevity. I'll give him that.
Sure.
Compared to Rock and Hogan, compared to Rock and Austin, longevity.
True. But if you want to talk about longevity, then Roman Reigns is about to knock that off.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
he's about to main event just as many WrestleManias as John Cena. And yeah, he's not a 16-time world champion, but he's like one of the longest reigning world champions of the past 30 years, 20, 30 years.
And he has
So it's
wrestled
like,
some of the same guys. He has wrestled some of the same guys Cena has, right? Like Edge, Triple H, Daniel Bryan. No, I don't think Daniel Bryan's wrestled.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Well, he's beat
Batista.
everybody.
Orton. Yeah. Yeah, it's very subjective for wrestling. Very subjective. I mean, he's definitely like if you're top 10, he's definitely top 10 in terms of all around, right?
Sure.
Right? But yeah, I don't know what to say because you're right. Like everything you said is completely right. Like John Cena is one of them, just one of them, but the greatest of all time.
No.
Yeah, like John Cena, like for the 2000s, his most popular wrestler in terms of popularity and all that, in terms of the crowd and all, and outside the crowd stuff. But if you really think about it, he hasn't really transformed wrestling, right? He hasn't really made wrestling like because in 2000s, 2010s, wrestling wasn't as big as it was in the 90s, 80s, 90s, and right. Like Hogan changed wrestling. Rock and Austin helped change wrestling in the 90s.
If anything, like he probably brought wrestling backwards a little bit because he was one of the launch points of the PG era.
Yeah, the rapping gimmick. When he got rid of that, that's pretty much
got rid of the rapping gimmick, and yeah, he started to become more family friendly, and I don't know,
which worked in the 80s. Because it was kind of family friendly in the 80s, right? Hogan was kind of PG in the 80s too.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the 80s and early 90s, wrestling was kind of PG. And in the 90s, people got tired of it, right? When WWE got in the mid 90s, it's the worst wrestling ever, right? With all this crappy, I don't know, occupation gimmicks and all this stuff. It's really bad wrestling. And WCW took advantage of that. Bischoff took advantage of how that was not working. He had it for WCW. WCW tried it a little bit. But Bischoff was like, "No, we gotta do something. We gotta do something." And the whole NWO stuff became edgy, right? Because if you, right, the NWO was edgy, but NWO was not extremely edgy. They did not swear a lot. They did not go for swearing. They did not do any of those crazy devious sexual acts like DX did. WWE, if you really think about, because they weren't allowed to, TBS didn't allow that stuff. If you really think about, WCW was tame, even with the NWO stuff compared to WWE in the Attitude Era.
Yeah. And they were having like those even when they were having those weird gimmick matches they made out like
Oh, I remember like the dying lights of WCW when Vince Russo those bad matches. Oh my god, Viagra on a pole match, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Judy Bagwell on a what is it called? On a forklift?
Mm-hmm. Or the 3 cages thing, like
David Arquette is a champion. I don't understand Vince Russo, man. Why is this guy? Why is he telling like he hates wrestling? It's like what the hell, man? Stop it! Just stop talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
He's a grift. He's. I told my friend. I told DeGrassi this privately like a week or two ago. Like Vince Russo is the ultimate wrestling grifter. He sounds like, you know why? Because he's like a fundamentalist person who said they claim they hate Disney and all of that. I'm like, yeah, that's Vince Russo in the wrestling world, the universe. He hates wrestling, but he can't stop talking about it. It's ridiculous. It's what else is there? Because we got 20 minutes. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's still stuff to talk about. Let's see what AEW is doing tomorrow. Let's do what AEW. Okay.
Much more interesting. At least in my opinion, it's much more interesting.
Well, Edge. I want to see Edge's first match. To me, that's very interesting.
Yes, Edge versus Luchasaurus.
Apparently, Luchasaurus might have hurt himself on Collision.
Oh.
I didn't watch Collision because of Fastlane.
I watched it after Fastlane.
I'm like, nah. I was gonna watch it yesterday. I'm like, I'll forget it. But yeah, I think the match is still a go though because it doesn't look like it's been canceled. But
Right.
okay. So the Dynamite card, right? We got Brian Danielson for Strickland for the AEW TNT Championship.
Well, number one contendership.
Yeah, number one contenders match. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be a good match.
That's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. I got Brian Danielson winning here. You got to have the face versus the heel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Eventually, Brian Danielson versus Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Did they ever work in WWE together? I don't remember. Maybe.
I don't think they did.
I know they were in WWE around the same time at some points. I don't know if they ever had a match with each other.
Right.
What else? We got it. The International Championship, Ray Phoenix versus John Mox. Spoiler, guys. This hasn't happened yet. This is not taped or anything. John Mox is winning here because Ray Phoenix hurt, and this is a way to get the title off him. He's really
Gosh
hurt.
darn it! Again with the title hops.
Yeah.
The hot
Yeah, I'm like, if this was, you know what the funniest thing is? I read he's severely injured. So why are they having the match if he's severely injured?
I don't know. It's probably not going to last very long. The match is probably
Jamie
not
Hayter
going to go.
Just give him the
Literally,
paradigm shift. That's it. Kick him paradigm shift.
You going to squash Ray Phoenix?
If he's severely injured, why not? Either way, don't have this match.
I'm preparing for the BS. I'm preparing for it.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I think you're right though, Theo. This guy's always hurt, and he's always hurt the long time.
Yeah.
Every time there's something big for Ray Phoenix or the Lucha Bros, Ray Phoenix is always hurt.
Gone.
He's cursed. He's cursed.
Like, yeah, I think either you need to chill out on your wrestling moves, or it's time to retire.
Yeah.
Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
We got the AEW World Championship match: Saraya versus Shida. Ruby Soho is banned from ringside. That'll be a good match. Soho and Saraya, I hope.
Yep.
Oh, what do you think of this Toni Storm? You can clearly tell she's like her character is based off Marilyn Monroe, but like a crazier version of Marilyn Monroe. You know?
Yeah, I actually really like it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to feel about it at first because I didn't know what they were exactly doing with it. But like now, she's committing more to that Marilyn Monroe gimmick, and like honestly, she's a lot more, she's a lot more interesting to watch. Like she's kind of funny. Like she's able to show like her crazy side a little bit. Like, I mean, look, Toni Storm is great. I've loved her ever since NXT UK. But like, let's be real. Like when she was doing her WWE run, and even like towards the first half of her debut in AEW, like she didn't have much of a character per se. It was just her. Which it's not really a bad thing, but like it was hard for her really to stand out, But like I think this will definitely put her a lot better, with her doing this gimmick. Like she has a much more memorable character, I would say. On top of the fact that she's really good in the ring.
Yeah, she is really good. I like this character too. I like the entrance, how it goes black and white, like it's from the 50s, from that era.
Yeah.
I like that. I think it fits. I thought like she was going crazy, like cat lady crazy or something like that. Like it's character is working for her. She kind of needed this, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because like she did feel like no offense to her, but she did feel like the third wheel of the outsiders. She did, like, Ruby and Saraya had more of a defined character and personality than Toni Storm. It felt like she was just there. So it's like, at least I'm glad that she broke out of the group because it wasn't doing any favors for her. Honestly, it's not
Even
doing
if she was
favors
champion,
for any-
yeah,
yeah.
if she was
Even with her being champion, it wasn't doing any favors for her. So
No.
glad she's like, she broke out of that and she's doing her own thing now. And it's like it's not her character's not too crazy to where it's like Nikki Cross level insane. It's like
Oh no, Nick.
so it's like
Well,
she has a little bit of nuts in her, but she like it's not over the top.
no, no. I thought it was going that way. I thought she was going to the way where she was going to be over the top, but they scaled that back a little bit with her. Because I like
Right.
your segments with Nay when she keeps throwing the shoe at the end of the interview. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Her high heels, or heels, or whatever.
Right.
That's pretty funny.
Now my only yeah, that is funny. My only thing though, I don't know what accent she's trying to do. 'Cause, like we know she's off. Like I don't know if it's like if is she trying to do a British accent or is she still trying to keep her Australian accent? Like I don't know because it seems like it switches all the time.
Yeah.
But that's like my only thing about it. Like get an accent down and like don't try to mix British and Australian. Like it's not working.
Yeah. Also, let's talk DIY, right? So
Yes.
we saw the end of Raw that happened, the reformation. Well, technically, we didn't really see it live on TV. They kind of ran off the air when they really officially got back together.
Right.
But we did see Johnny Gargano help out Tommaso Ciampa and that they've been rumored to get back together for some time, basically since the end of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
it's like we were waiting for it to happen, and we were thinking, oh, they just gave up on it. Okay, and we haven't seen Gargano on TV for like almost a month, maybe more.
Yeah, this tag team was so damn popular in NXT, red hot. Like, that's why it's so hard. That's why I was so shocked and heartbroken when we saw Ciampa turn on Gargano back in 2017 because this team was so beloved. And I hope the main roster I hope the main roster crowd is able to take. But we hope they could recapture that, and the crowd could take that in because that was special.
Yeah. I'm sure they will. Sure they will. Hopefully, it's not like a one and done thing.
God no.
With them. I do want them to eventually win the tag team titles again. Well, however way they get to that point, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I just hope they don't waste it. I mean, both of them are great as singles competitors. But
they kind of needed this.
Yeah, not only does the tag team division the tag team division needs help, but like Johnny's not given anything to do, and Ciampa, man, I feel like they wasted the Intercontinental run with Ciampa. They wasted it. Like they could have did something really good with that feud, and they just I don't know, they gave up on it. So I think it'd be great for them to officially bring back DIY. That'd be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I hope. I think they're gonna. But are they done with Imperium? Because we'll go for IC title from that team. Like seriously, are they move on to the tag team titles? Because the tag team. I mean, Jay Uso and Cody was rather really a tag team champions. They're not really a tag team per se.
No, they're not. They're just friends that need a tag team partner.
Yeah, because they're fighting the same enemies, right? They're fighting the same guys, right? And friends, whatever.
But it confuses me why they just gave the belts to them. But hopefully, it's part of a long-term thing that we don't see yet.
So we got a good tag team division on Raw, though. We got DUI, Imperium with those two henchmen.
Yes, Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah. Obviously, Judgment Day, Otis and Chad Gable, and I don't know who else, but
Viking Raiders,
New Day. I guess New Day. If they're healthy, I don't know. It's pretty not bad. We got 8 minutes left. I want to talk about Edge and Christian. What do you think of the segment? The end dynamite. That was a great segment.
That was a great segment. I mean, we knew where it was gonna head, where it was gonna go, but like but even still, how it played out, it was great. Um, then just when Christian and Adam hugged each other, and then Christian sit in the microphone, go after yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
Uh,
wow, it's going to be some great
well,
television with Adam and Christian working together.
yeah, I like how Edge went through the history of Christian all the way through the childhood and all how the business is. I mean, how appalled Edge was when you're going to take out Sting because Sting was like apparently Christian's favorite wrestler growing up, and I like all that how like again Edge still says he loves Christian because he'll always be his friend, he'll always love him, and he says he wants to be a tag team with him again, right? Edge and Christian, right? They want to do that again, or Adam and Christian, A and C. I guess they ACDC, whatever.
ANC.
ANC.
No.
No, no, that's not good.
No. I would love. I mean, they probably won't do this, but I would love if they made the Brood again. That would
Game
just
well. Oh
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
If they're able to do the Brood. I don't know if they have the rights to do the Brood, but
no, Brood. That's owned by WWE.
yeah, I would love if they did some sort of variation of that, but I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, we're gonna get something. We're gonna get to a point where they're probably gonna do something where Edge doesn't want to fight Christian, and Christian's gonna try to, gold him into fighting him or wrestling him at some point. We're probably gonna get like it's not gonna happen in full gear, right? It's not gonna be like you're gonna. I don't think they're gonna wrestle full
draw
gear.
this out to like maybe Revolution or Double or Nothing, maybe.
Yeah, and then because I do think they'll end up in a tag team again.
Yeah,
I do think.
So. Eventually, we'll get it.
Because I know that I don't remember how I know they tried to feud in WWE, but I don't know if it was memorable at all. But when they feuded in WWE, they weren't like where they are.
Did they feud it? Well, I know they feuded like when it like in the 90s or early 2000s, but like
Early 2000s.
Yeah, did they feud after that?
No,
Yeah.
but it wasn't when they never feuded when they were like at the top of their at the height of their career or anything like that. When they got to the main event level status, especially Edge, because Christian got there a little bit, but he wasn't on the same level as Edge. They haven't feuded but now this is different. This is different now, right?
Yeah.
So.
Now I'm seeing like Christian is like on the same level as Adam, if not a little bit more right now.
Yeah. Oh, Christian's been really killing it right now.
Yeah.
Killing it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to see what they do. I hope Luchasaurus healthy enough to see Adam wrestle tomorrow. Probably go through Nick Wayne or whatever. Nick Wayne. I don't know what else to talk about.
Because we got Chris Jericho versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah. Powerhouse Hobbs joined Doncast family.
Yep.
Yeah. They beat the living daylights out of Omega and Jericho.
They sure did. Like,
oh my god.
Dang, did they took some chair shots to the head? I'm like,
Jesus. I hate that. Didn't AEW get criticized for chair shots to the head?
Yeah.
Why? There's no need to get hit in the head.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. Hopefully they did it safely, quote unquote safely, but I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess they want to leave an impact. I don't know. It's like they want to make it feel more real, man. It's real glass. I'm just kidding.
God, I hope it's a gimmick chair. I don't know.
I hope it is too.
Yeah. When they hit Omega over the head, when he was tied up, oh my god, they actually do head shots.
They actually hit him, and I'm like, That looked like it hurt too. I'm
Oh
surprised
yeah,
he didn't bleed. I'm
yeah, he didn't
surprised he did
bleed.
not bleed. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
which
just
I'm
like,
assuming they did it in a safe way, but I don't know.
hmm God, like I'm waiting till the day Cass gets his ass whooped.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh
They're
yeah,
building it up. They're building it up.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of other chair shots too, like that concerto that Nick Wayne did on Darby Allin's arm, that looked
Oh
brutal too.
yeah.
Like, gee, that was on Collision, but
I saw it on clips. Yeah,
yeah, I'm like, oh gosh,
I can't wait to that. Like Nick Wayne versus Darby. Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be good.
yeah. You know they work perfectly together. They're about the same size. You know.
Yep,
um,
yep.
so we're gonna end it here. You got anything to plug? Because there's less than 2 minutes.
Well, as we speak, I am editing my review of Halloween 1978. I'm reviewing all the canon Halloween movies this month. Talking about, yeah, as I said, talk about the first original one, and then talk about Halloween 2018, and then we're gonna talk about Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. So that's what is coming up, and have a couple of Disney casts coming up. We're gonna do Haunted Mansion because that came on Disney Plus on the 8th. Yeah, yesterday. So you can talk about that and other reviews to come down the pipeline soon. Star Wars stuff, One Piece, and yeah. So if y'all want to hear my crazy takes on movies and shows, check out my channel.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, DL. Yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe on this channel, please, for all your wrestling and sports related content. And sub to DL too. And with that, we're out.
Bye.